Hi everyone, and welcome to another Yin Yoga class with Matt. And today with my wife, we're going to be working on being open to the moment. So we're going to do different positions, and throughout every position, I want you to be open to the suggestions that your mind will bring up to you. So just explore your thoughts throughout this practice today, and without any judgment, just kind of explore what your mind is telling you, the ideas that are arising, and just let it be. So we're gonna start going on our backs. We're gonna be lying down on our backs. And then just keeping your palms up to the sky and your feet sideways. Yeah, just like that, it's fine. We're just gonna take a couple of breaths here and just sink into this position. So this is the perfect moment to thank yourself for doing this today, taking the time. It's gonna be about 30 minutes. To take care of yourself and your health, and to just unwind and relax. So to start off, you're going to take your right leg and join it to the left side of your mat. At this point, you can even cross it over. And we're going to do the banana pose. So what you're doing is you're doing the shape of a banana with your body. So you're going to be shifting your shoulders to the left very gently. And from here, you're just going to hold this position and can feel a nice stretch on the side of your body. So you can open your arms a little wider, just resting them on the floor with palms up. And you can take your head and shift it to the left so that you look to your left while you're holding this position. If you find that your edge is a little too much, uncross your legs. And if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can try to move your upper body more to the left. Whatever feels comfortable enough yet provides a little challenge. So while holding this position, just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose as well. It can be a good idea to direct your breath to those tight areas in your body. It will help opening them up. So we're going to uncross our leg if it was crossed. And we're going to come back in the middle in neutral position. Just go very slowly as it might be a little stiff. You don't want to do anything too fast or too quick in yin yoga. Now coming back to neutral in Savasana, we're just going to take a few breaths here and just kind of notice how one side has opened up more than the other. Feeling the energy releasing through your body. And from here, we're going to go to the other side. So taking your left leg and bringing it to cross over your right, we're going to be shifting our upper body now to the right side of our mat. Keeping your palms up and your arms resting on the floor in a comfortable position. We're going to be turning our head as well to the right. And we're going to be holding this position for another 5 minutes. So just feel and appreciate that nice stretch on the left side of your body right now. You are creating space, and that's something that we need more of in our life. Space. It's in those moments of space and silence that you get the biggest revelations. So just let any thoughts go in and out through your mind. Just observe them and see if there's anything that's valuable that you can take away from those thoughts and apply to your life. Or maybe it's going to be suggestions that could change your life for the best. Anything else that's non-practical or unnecessary, just notice them and let them go. We don't always get the nicest thoughts, so it's important to filter them and get what we need and discard what we don't. So from here, we're going to uncross our leg and very gently come back to neutral, right in the middle. Now we're gonna need our blocks for the next position. So bring the block beside your left hip in Jody's case and my right hip in my case. We're gonna be placing it sideways as of the second level that it provides. So we're gonna be bending our knees. And from here, we're gonna twist them to the side of our block and rest them on it. Yeah. Keeping our palms on the ground as much as we can. We're gonna be looking to the opposite side. So you wanna be resting the block not on your knee, but on your shin. Has to be stable throughout the position. So you wanna make a 90-degree angle with your legs, and you wanna be resting it right here. You got it? Now you're gonna be looking to the opposite side, and you're gonna try to leave your shoulders on the ground as much as you can. This should give you a nice stretch in your low back and throughout your spine. So you just want to allow gravity to pull you down while you hold this nice stretch. It's very important that while you're holding the position, you don't strain your neck or force your shoulders or shrug them up. You really just want to kind of rest on the ground and let your body open up on its own without you forcing anything at all. You'll notice that the more you do yin yoga, the more it's going to bring a sense of peace and calmness to your body and mind, but it's going to carry itself through your day. So the more you're going to do it, the less you're probably going to become reactive to stress and to your negative environment, or anything negative, I mean, in your environment. And that's where the practice carries itself throughout a lifestyle and ultimately throughout every day of your life. Now you can bring your knees back in the middle, untwisting slowly. We're gonna bring them on the ground. And from here it might feel good to just shift your hips left to right. Get your low back moving a bit and the blood flowing. And from here, obviously, we're going to go to the other side. So bring the block to the left side of your mat. So we're going to be twisting, and again, you want to be keeping your legs at a 90-degree angle and resting the block on your shin, on the left leg, and not on your knee. And this should provide stability. Once again, you're going to open your arms wide, palms up, and you're going to twist your head to the opposite side. So in my case, to the right, since my legs are facing left. Like that. Just look the other way. Because you're opposite to me. So for you, Jody, do the things oppositely, as people at home will probably follow what I'm doing. And once again, it's normal to have a side that's tighter than the other. For me, this side is really tighter, so I'm not as flexible twisting to the right, but that's okay. It will open up with time. So one thing that we learn in yoga is that the body, mind, and soul are one whole organism, or they're just part of the same thing. So this is where yoga is very practical, because as you're stretching and opening up your physical body to improve your health, you are connecting with your mind and filtering thoughts and creating space. And this brings you to the third level, which is your soul. So it might take a bit more time to go there. But the more you're going to practice yoga, the more you're going to notice that all of these three things are interconnecting with one another. And this is where you're going to start seeing things and understanding things that you didn't understood before. This is what's very beautiful about yoga. It's more than just a physical practice. Now from here, we're going to slowly unwind and bring our knees back up in the middle. And again, it might feel great to just wiggle your hips from left to right, and sort of like a windshield wiper motion. How does that feel? Isn't that amazing? All right, so from Jody's position, I'm going to show you something. So using a block, you have 3 various levels, just stay lying now, that you can use. So first level is like this. Second level of difficulty or level you can use is like this. And then the third one is facing up. So using the second level, I'm gonna ask Jody to lift her hips up, and she's gonna be placing the block on her sacral bone, which is the triangle shaped bone right at the bottom of your spine. So she's gonna be resting like this with her knees bent 90 degrees and her arms out to the side, palms up. So this will provide a nice opening in the front of the body. So we're gonna be doing half of the position on the second level. And if you feel daring, we're gonna, in the middle of the position, flip it to the higher position to provide an even bigger stretch. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna place the block on my sacral bone and just kind of rest here. So we're starting this way as to provide a gentle opening to the front of our body and to push our spine the opposite direction. So there's really not much to do here. Again, just rest in the position and relax. Just surrender to what's going on inside your body. And then from here, we're gonna lift our hips up in a bridge position and go to the highest position. Now this will be hard, but it will open up the front of your body and really your spine. And if you feel some sort of heat circulating within your body, or if it feels warm, that's normal. It's the trapped energy releasing and recirculating itself within your body. And that's why you might have sensations of warmth in your low back. As long as nothing is painful, everything's fine. Now from here again, we're gonna lift up our hips and place that block aside and just bring your low back slowly back to the ground. Now just take a few breaths here and feel that opening throughout your body. Now we're gonna move to the side and we're gonna come on our stomach very gently. You're gonna be facing me. It's gonna be easier this way. Okay. All right, so from here, we're gonna be coming all the way down to our bellies and keeping our elbows in line with our shoulders, palms down. This is the Sphinx position. So what you wanna do is you wanna kind of roll your shoulders backwards and your lats or your shoulder blades down. So you should feel a nice stretch in your low back with this one. So we're just gonna be holding right here for a few seconds. Now the closer your elbows are in line with your shoulders, the harder it's gonna be. Now, if you're experiencing too much pain in your low back, you can move them forward a bit as to lessen the stretch on your low back, whatever feels comfortable. In my case, I appreciate the stretch, so I want it. Now from here, we're gonna go into seal pose. This is a little more challenging. So you're gonna be putting your palms down and you're gonna be pushing up and extending and locking up your elbows. This should stretch the front of your abdominals and your low back. And again, if that's too challenging, just find your edge. You can come a little more down out of the position. Whatever you can handle, go for it without hurting yourself. I'm gonna be slowly coming back down. And from here, we're gonna bring our arms right to our side. And we're gonna be twisting our head to the left, just kind of resting on the ground and allowing this nice neck stretch to happen with gravity. And from here, we're going to switch our head to the other side, stretching the other side of our neck. So bringing our palms back on the ground beside our chest. So we're gonna push up and very slowly come on all fours, like me and Jody are doing right now. So keeping a neutral spine, we're gonna be going down in front of us on our elbows first, and then we're gonna bring the forehead all the way down, and then you can stretch your arms forward or stay on your elbow for you without hurting your shoulders. So just bring your forehead down on the ground first. Yeah. Have that nice stretch through your spine, but you want to keep your knees in line with your hips. So basically move backwards a bit, yeah, like that. And yeah, like this, without your shoulder hurting. There you go. So just do it as Jody's doing. And for you, I know you had a shoulder injury, so bring your shoulders a bit more like this. Is that better?
Yeah.
So hang in there. Now from here, resting on your elbows, you're gonna try to bring your hands behind your head. So just stay on your elbows and you're gonna lift them like this, palms together if you can, to have a nice stretch in your tricep without hurting your shoulder again. It's kind of doing namaste, but in this position. So this will give you a nice stretch in your triceps and your upper back. Does it feel good? Great. You should feel a lot of sensation in your upper back, shoulders, tricep, upper spine. This is where we want to direct our attention and breath with this position. Now from here, we're going to bring our palms back down on the ground, and we're going to slowly walk our hands backwards all the way up, very gently. And we're going to be sitting on our heels. So for our final position, instead of Savasana, we're going to be doing a wide knee chop pose. So putting your knees to the outside of your mat, we're going to be slowly walking our hands forward. And you want to keep your glutes touching your heels as much as possible. And that's going to be our final resting position. So I'd like to thank you for joining us on this class today. Please subscribe to our channel. It's free for you. It only takes you 1 second to click on subscribe, but it does help us and it helps the channel to provide new content and material for you guys. So again, thanks for joining us. I'm going to be moving down into this position, and until next time, namaste. Feel free to stay in this position as long as you need. I'm going to aim for 3 minutes minimum to 5. From here, we're going to slowly be walking our hands back up, bringing our knees to neutral. And that's it for today.